Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. My name is Irfan Musyafa. In this video, I'm going to tell you about historical recount tags. Keep this video on until it's over.
Did you know before there was a peace that existed around the world? There were major events faced by almost every country around the world. One of those major events was the Second World War. What is the Second World War? The Second World War is a global war that began on September 1st, 1939, involving many countries with great powers. One of them is the United States. In fact, the United States don't want to be involved in the Second World War and wanted to be neutral, but a surprise attack launched by Japanese troops into the United States Navy led the United States to participate in the war. The attack was called the Attack on Pearl Harbor and took place on Oahu Island, Hawaii. Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto was the mastermind behind the Pearl Harbor attack, and the airstrike was his idea. A Japanese Emperor Hirohito broke the war against the United States and supported Yamamoto's ideas. However, a number of officials and the Navy General Staff opposed the attack. During the time of the annual War Games, Yamamoto had convinced most members of the Navy General Staff to support the attack on Pearl Harbor. Yamamoto gave an ultimatum to the Naval General Staff that either the Pearl Harbor attack was allowed or he and the Joint Fleet Staff would resign. Eventually, the attack was approved. Vice Admiral Chuichi Nagumo leads the Carrier-Centered Mobile Force, or Kido Butai. The task force consists of 6 aircrafts, carriers, 2 warships, 3 cruisers, and 9 destroyers. When Chuichi Nagumo received the signal from Tokyo on December 2nd, he relayed it to his ships, climbing Mount Niitaka 1208. It was a signal that the attack took place and was scheduled for December 8 Japan time and December 7 Hawaii time. The fleet of ships reached near the island of Oahu undetected. On the morning of December 7, 1941, around 8 a.m., the Japanese began to launch their attacks. For more than an hour, in 2 waves, about 350 Japanese aircraft, after taking off from 6 aircraft carriers, 230 miles north of Oahu, attacked the naval base. Here is the attack scene that I took from a movie called Pearl Harbor 2001. The first wave of attacks on Pearl Harbor is led by Commander Mitsuo Fujita. The first wave of Fujita attacks was successful with only 9 planes down. In the second wave, it rose to 20. After the surprise attack ended, every warship at Pearl Harbor, including USS Arizona, USS Oklahoma, USS California, USS West Virginia, USS Utah, USS Maryland, USS Pennsylvania, USS Tennessee, and USS Nevada had suffered significant damage. All were eventually rescued and repaired except the USS Arizona and USS Utah. In total, the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor crippled or destroyed nearly 20 American ships and more than 300 aircraft. The ship's dock and airfield were also destroyed. Most importantly, 2,403 sailors, soldiers, and civilians were killed and about 1,000 are wounded. Japan had a relatively light casualty, as I've said before, with only 29 aircraft and several mini-submarines lost. After the Pearl Harbor attack, for the first time during years of discussion and debate, the American people were united in their determination to go to war. On December 8, Congress approved President Roosevelt's declaration of war on Japan.
I ask that the Congress declare that since the unprovoked and dastardly attack by Japan on Sunday, December 7th, 1941, a state of war has existed between the United States and the Japanese Empire.
3 days later, Japan's allies, Germany and Italy, declared war on the United States. For the second time, Congress then declared war on European powers.
That's the story of the historical events of the attack on Pearl Harbor. It is better that we should be able to maintain harmony between humanity throughout the world in order to create a safe and peaceful life. Our task as the next generation is expected to maintain world peace and as much as possible prevent the occurrence of another world war. Thank you for listening to this video from start to finish and have a nice day.